Hey guys, daskro here. I'm bringing it back. I'm doing some post-analysis commentary of some of my own matches. I did this a few months ago, actually more like 6 months ago, but I'm doing it again this time around. This is a match between Team Fist versus Team Edge Gamers, a 20v20 friendly match. It's nothing serious, it's just fun, 20v20. I'm not part of Edge Gamers or Fist, but Edge Gamers was down a few players, so me and Andy, PhD from ShotDocs and Team Reddit are playing with me here, and we're playing Epicenter, this map. Now, the audio is going to be a little low, and there's going to be a lot of people on comms. In fact, all 20 of us are all in one channel. And look how far that med pack went. Holy shit. That was really, I was really unexpected, and I kind of did a double take when that happened, and I died. That's not good. But nevertheless, though, the audio is going to be a bit low, but I will take it back up at times in which I think's necessary. Our objective here is to hold Alpha and to push into North Charlie. This is a map on Aftermath, and I'll tell you that this map is, especially with this many players, is very difficult to get a flank on people. I know it's really open and all these little corridors and tunnels and crevices and things like that, but I'll tell you that if you're playing against a good team, and Fist is a very good team, they're going to have people or squads assigned to the various lanes, the flanks. That's what is happening. And the reason why we keep on dying from North Sea is that if we can cross that street that's all broken apart from the earthquake and get to the other side of that street, we can dominate Charlie. It's so easy to dominate it once we get over there. That's why I'm going smoke. That's why I'm trying to get over there. But as you can see, I'm taking a lot of damage. Not having much luck. And again, I'm just smoking. I got 6 health. I can go on the same guy, no less. And on top of this, even though there's not many vehicles, there are a few vehicles on here. You have both the Phoenix. You have the I'm gonna butcher this. Yeah, this vehicle, which is sort of the driver slash turret. And remember, guys, when you're using this vehicle, you can position it in a way where you, as a driver, can get the shots on people, and you are not exposed in the driver's seat. But you got to watch those angles, and it's those kind of angles that we saw here, and then some, that really give you the advantage here. And remember, there's another vehicle here that has a grenade launcher, and that one is also really powerful. I know some of you are like, well, wait a minute, I've seen it used in regular gameplay, and it kind of sucks. Well, again, if you have the right person in it, and you have the right support crew around it, it can be devastating. You'll see in a bit how devastating it can be against us, not to spoil anything. Nevertheless, though, I keep on dying. It's not exciting footage on my part. It's 346 to 360. We're already down by 14 tickets. And again, I am just trying to hold North Alpha and trying to push into North Charlie. There's already a few other squads pushing otherwise. There's a lot of guys here. I see a whole bunch. I'm throwing nades. I don't know how many there are. Take a few, some friendly fire, but don't worry about it. But I like this spot. Uh-oh. You guys see that? There's like 4 guys, 5 guys. There's a grenade. Am I going to be in trouble? No, I'm able to live, but I got 30 rounds. Oh my god, they're all getting reses. I'm slowly kind of bursting, but wait a minute, guys. I'm out of ammo. That's not good. I got 20 health. And Andy behind me throws a med pack down. It gives me the save, and I get a bunch of kills there. End up killing that entire squad. I don't get a squad eliminated. That's okay. I have a feeling that... Oh, look at Andy! Andy just went into the crate. That was awesome. I would have revived him, but I can't. He went like... what was that called? Flat Stanley? You guys remember Flat Stanley? For those from the United States in the 90s, if you were a kid in the 90s, you'd know about Flat Stanleys. It was a paper dude that you send to relatives and stuff like that, and they take pictures of it. Anyway, I spawned back on Bravo because listening to the comms, someone said, hey, we're losing Bravo. And most of this game is a game of parity. It's about us holding 2 flags and them holding 2 flags and then just trying to nip at the butt. But the moment we lose flags like this, right now the lead's against us. Even though we only have Bravo grayed out, it's against us and the tickets are bleeding accordingly. It's only 8 ticket difference right now, but look how fast it's going now. It's 9 tickets. We got to get back on Bravo. We get it back, and so crisis is averted. But losing Bravo and not having squads near Bravo to try to eat at that flag cap is huge. Uh-oh, there's your grenade. That's alright. I'm okay. Killer Can Kill is doing the Jeep stuff, and he's doing a pretty good job. He usually does IFV, but that's alright. I already take damage from back Bravo, see one guy goes down, but there could be more guys there. They could be pushing around back Alpha. I don't know where they are. I'm looking on the mini-map. I see one of my friends. Uh-oh, there's one guy. Getting a few shots. A little sloppy, but that's okay. It's okay to be sloppy sometimes, but we get a lot of ammo. One of the things that I have a problem with Battlefield 3, and a lot of people think I'm too optimistic about Battlefield 3.
Sorry, Rensler.
Driver's down.
Rensler and I, that wasn't good. I feel bad about that because I just blew my entire load into him. Anyway, let me talk about some of the concerns that I do have about Battlefield 3. One thing is ammo perk. I just spawned in. I have 217 rounds plus 31, so I have almost 250 rounds of ammunition. I think that's way too much ammunition to carry around. Not from like that's not how they do it in real life. No, I'm talking about for balancing, because I think that support class would be a whole lot more viable if the maximum ammo I had was, let's say, 90 rounds. It would make me be a little bit more conservative about how I use my ammo. And again, I'm going down again, taking a lot of shots, a lot of good reses here and there. Andy and Sorkness and Killer Can Kill are all with me and what have you. But again, I think that some of the perks actually do create problems. I actually would love to see a situation where maybe the perk class was squad specific. So maybe you do have an ammo perk that only gives us support. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's 298 to 302. It's neck and neck, guys.
5 on upper right.
And I get killed by the Barsuk. The Barsuk. For those that speak Russian, maybe you can tell me what that means. Again, we have both points.
Almost pushing A hard. Almost made it to death. I'll spawn on F.
Someone take that Jeep. Oh shit, they're repping the Jeep.
Yep.
A lot of people talking about an enemy Jeep with the grenades. I'm going engineer. I got one shot. I missed that shot. It's either dead or not. I just missed. He actually is dead, so that's good. But I'm throwing grenades. And here comes the Jeep. But there's one guy. I take out Trance. I got 2% health though. I'm real low. I know I'll go down any second. I'm actually really scared right now. But I hear dudes on the right. I don't know where that guy come from. Where did that guy come from on the left? I don't even know where he came from. He spawn in? I don't know the dealers. But we got it. Nice job, Andy, throwing down the med pack at the last minute. Getting some help. Luckily, I didn't take a single hit of damage there. Otherwise, we would have been dead. Super fast. Andy and I are taking this to our advantage right now. That one squad that was pushing up, all white, we are pushing into North Charlie and around as fast as we can. Take out one of the guys. I am just flanking around at this point. Andy's on the burn, but I'm holding this high area because they're not going to expect me to be there. Now, sure, I can get a shot from the back, and that could happen, and I don't know how I missed that guy, but he gets taken out. I see one more. I feel like I should have just held that top area, but I'm getting revived. I go for that quick pistol kill. Remember, guys, when you are getting revived, if you hit spacebar and prone and weapon switch, you'll be able to fire any of the gun very quickly. I usually just do pistol because my pistol does a lot more damage in one round than my M16 does, and so I usually go for that. But again, I'm using the Rex. Some people may say, "Well, that's sort of a glitch. Why, you shouldn't be using glitches." And from a competitive perspective, I have no problem with most glitches. I mean, people even using head glitches, like what we're seeing right now, what Sorkness is doing. I mean, it's fair game. This isn't to say that I philosophically agree with it. I actually would love to have an instance where there wasn't glitches like that, but it's just what it is. And unless they can unilaterally ban that glitch in competition, which you really can't do in a practical sense, unless you're using a pro mod or something, it just doesn't work that way. Score right now, 255 to 236. We're doing really well. We're contesting Charlie. That's good enough. We're getting a bleed on him. But I see one or two guys over there. I take out one. I see another one inside the Jeep. I go down. Get killed by Stonewall, who's one of the tankers from Team Fist. A very good tanker at that.
Driver's down.
There's a grip on the other side of C, north side C. We don't have the burn at all.
While we're pushing so hard at Charlie, Bravo is being contested. In fact, we lost it. We're actually at a disadvantage now.
We're pushing up to A, I think.
Guys, remember that when, regardless of whether you're talking about 5v5s or 20v20s, if you put a lot of pressure on a point, oh, I get knifed, but then the guy who knifed me gets killed, but am I gonna get rezzed? He LOLs the whole thing, and I don't think I get rezzed on this. Maybe. But regardless of 5v5 or 20v20, guys, remember, if you're putting pressure on some point that's not yours, where you're extending yourself into the enemy's position, and you're not getting it, or worse, you're easily getting it, that means that either the enemy is really bad, or alternatively, they're pushing somewhere else. And in this case, they pushed Bravo really hard, and they dominated our defenders at Bravo, and so we were so close to getting Charlie. And yet, we didn't get it. In fact, we lost Bravo. We took a risk at Charlie, and the risk did not pay off. Luckily, we're getting Bravo back very easily, because remember, if we no longer pushing Charlie, we have an excess of players, because you have the Bravo defenders and the people that were pushing on Charlie all can swarm that one point and take it back. That is the... Understand the timing of how fast you can get these points, when squads get wiped, things like that is very important. It's very important to recognize those kind of things. Divisibles of 4 are the big deal here, because if you're assuming that the enemy team is all in squads of 4, you get a squad wipe, or you kill 4 dudes that look all to be in the same squad. That is your moment to act, to move as fast as you can. Likewise here, I killed a squad in South Charlie, and now I'm just starting to mop this up. I'm pushing up into South Charlie. They don't see that I'm here. I'm looking around for more dudes. I see one dude. I killed another one, but I go down, get killed by Singer, but it was still a good push. I killed 3 dudes there, and now they all got to respawn. Now they're actually a bit, maybe anxious, because now they think that the South Charlie is vulnerable. At the same time, we're taking Delta. I don't know how our guys at Delta got it. I'm guessing that when I pushed on from South Charlie, they pushed down to Delta as well. They probably had 1 squad at Delta. But while this all took place, who's an Alpha? Not good. You see how every advantage that we try to reap also brings a potential disadvantage. And that's what, and Killer just said that himself. He said, why does everything keep blinking? It's because we have overextended ourselves. And when you overextend yourselves, guys, you have to make the decision. You either have to commit to certain things you're going after, in this case we're going to Delta, or we have to go back and get our first points. We have to ask ourselves the questions, what's going to be fast for us to cap? Hold Delta, or grab Alpha Bravo? Right now, Delta's it, because we got a lot of guys here. And what we're about to execute here is something that I really want to emphasize. It's 175 to 1c6. We're down by a little less than 10 tickets. We are all on Delta. We're all spawning Delta. But we are getting off of Delta as fast as we can. We're getting off of Delta as fast as we can to back rage all the other points. Back raging Charlie, back raging Alpha, back raging Bravo. We're actually going to overextend ourselves in this position and hope that they take their Delta point back and put resources into taking it back. Why? Because holding their gimme, their first point, is very difficult to do. And and from an attrition perspective, we're not going to be able to make up for it. But what we can do is that we can use this big universal flank we're doing to all the other points and twist it on them. And that's what we did right now. We got Alpha and Bravo and Charlie back. We gave them Delta. We let them have Delta. And now we're actually doing really well for ourselves. It's 163 to 130, and this very close game has now completely changed on them. And take in mind, no less than 2 minutes ago, it was just the opposite. They had 3 points, we had 1 point.
Nice job.
And we are now raging as fast as we can into that last Delta point and try to collapse it. Because in this kind of 3-cap scenario, the best defense is a good offense. It is collapsing on all the lanes that they can potentially take to flank us into their last point. Notice I'm throwing grenades. I'm putting a lot of firepower into those few lanes. And I get revived again, but I go down. But all these deaths, doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We've already done more than the last 10 minutes of the match combined in terms of impact. We went from being 9 tickets down to now being almost 60 tickets out. A 70 ticket differential in just a few minutes. This is the power of the burn. We have 20 guys here. The attrition can actually last fast, but in this case, the burn is what matters, because in the end, remember, these are all squads. All the squads are fighting each other. A lot of them are running medic, and so they're all going to get revives here and there. Only a few squads will lose 1 or 2 tickets every so often. It's not like in pubs where everyone's just killing each other and dying, and the ticket loss is just insurmountable. Everyone's getting revives. I revive Sorkness. I see a few guys. I see one guy jumping down. Uh-oh, am I going to get this other guy? I get one guy. Where's the other? There he is. And, oh, that was sloppy. But I got it. And I go for the revive. So I conceivably got 2 tickets to our advantage, and I mitigated 1 ticket loss, 142 to 145. It's already over, guys. It's very hard for them to pull this off. And really, what we can do is that we could actually play the attrition battle here and bleed them 30 tickets. And we could probably lose 70, 80 tickets and still be okay. That's really the power of the squads and getting the bleed. And so this round's coming to an end. I want to thank you guys for watching. I know I don't do these that often. And that's because, I don't get to play these that often. I play a lot of the 32 vs 32 stuff. There's a lot of chaos going on in those. But I want to thank Fist and Edge Gamers for inviting me to this. Both are great organizations. Check them out. You can check them out at the links below. And, yeah, and that's basically it. So, if you're interested in playing these, hit up these communities and say, hey, I want to participate. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, and see you guys later.